As I stepped into the dimly lit archive room, the air grew thick with the scent of aged paper and dust. Zarina, our department's archivist, stood poised beside me, her eyes fixed on a stack of documents in front of us. We were tasked with cataloging the collection of a recently deceased professor, Dr. Elwes. The university had deemed his papers too sensitive to be handled by anyone other than trained personnel. Zarina's fingers moved deftly as she inserted each document into its designated folder, while I transcribed the professor's handwritten notes onto a digital template. We worked in silence, our only interruptions being the occasional hum of the fluorescent lights and the creaks of the old building settling around us. It wasn't until we stumbled upon Dr. Elwes' research on the ephemeral habitats that I began to feel an uneasy sense of disorientation. His theories spoke of places where time seemed to warp, allowing certain organisms to thrive in areas with impossible environmental conditions. The concept was absurd, yet the evidence he presented was too meticulous to dismiss. I pushed the documents aside and stood up from my seat, my gaze drifting towards the rows of dusty shelves lining the room. Zarina didn't notice me. She continued to work with an air of detached focus, as if her actions were part of a predetermined sequence. I felt a shiver run down my spine as I realized that we had been working in silence for what could have been hours, or perhaps days. Zarina finally noticed my absence from my seat and turned towards me. "Are you finished?" she asked in a hushed tone, her eyes betraying no emotion. I nodded slowly, my mind racing to understand the nature of our task. Were we truly archiving documents, or were we participating in some sort of elaborate experiment? I glanced around the room once more, but the shelves seemed to stretch on infinitely, their contents indistinguishable from one another. As I sat back down beside Zarina, she slid a folder across the table towards me. "This one's incomplete," she whispered. "Perhaps you can finish it."